right, we got a particularly, did I say that correctly? Stoned episode today. It's great. We talk about every single thing ever about the Bible. As this little dog and pony show we have here is growing, I wanted to take 2 seconds to say some stuff. I think the Bible's fucking cool.
Amen. Amen.
Okay?
Jesus.
Amen. I know everyone's up in arms. They don't like this format. They don't like maybe some of the words we use. Maybe we attack some of their very deep personal beliefs. I'm super sorry. We're just trying to grow and learn here, folks. Join in. Come in. Everyone come in. Say hi to your neighbor. Turn around. Listen, that's it. We're trying to grow and learn. Right? That's it. We just want to read the Bible, okay? When you grow up homeschooled like me, the first class I had in the morning was the Bible. An hour every morning. That's what I do forever. I think it fucking rules.
Hallelujah. The Spirit of the Lord is with us tonight.
So, whatever you want to say, keep saying it. But as for me and my house, we think Jesus and weed are dope.
Sorry, my left testicle's not working.
Well, at least you guys know you won't have a baby, an unexpected baby.
Well, unless kid is raped by a divine creature coming into the night. I'm sorry, did I say raped? I meant
I'm sorry.
impregnated.
I meant, endowed with
Gifted.
the Holy Spirit.
Gifted. Yeah. Just think of how good this could be for you, baby. I've been thinking about this, Leif. I've been thinking about it a lot.
About what?
Well, the relation to the Old Testament and the New Testament, and how, like Christ, and maybe he's like the son of this. I mean, hello, are you there? Are you there, God? It's me.
Yes.
It's
Hello.
me. Let's get out
It's
of
logic. I'm here.
I like it. First of all, let's unpack that for just a second. Again, if he is, he's not divine. He's not a god. If he's the son of Mary, he's Nephilim.
Well, yeah, there's a whole bunch of views over time about that too. Docetism, I believe is what it's called, where people thought that Jesus was fully man. And like, I can't remember if Docetism says he was essentially at his baptism adopted by God. Like,
Aren't we all?
yeah, but the church fathers, especially the ones who were like picking the books of the Bible, wanted to solidify Christ's, like, he wasn't man.
Station.
Yeah,
He wasn't what?
Well, he was God in appearance of a man. He was God that came down and lived a life, a human life, but he was never not divine.
Never not divine. That's
Yeah.
double negative.
Yeah, because you're bringing this. Well, and another thing about the Nephilim thing, again, like scholars that I trust, kind of take the wind out of our sails with that one, because they're saying essentially that these are like heroes that have fallen in battle, the men of renown, the heroes of yore. It was like kind of a way of like mythologizing these old like war heroes. But I like the alien side, so I'm gonna keep.
Well, what but it doesn't. You're saying that they're reverse engineering legend for these guys.
Scholars, they reverse engineer the whole Bible, right? They go back and right. So it's like,
Well, no, but I'm saying is the Bible reverse engineering lore stature for these.
I don't know.
They're saying like it says that it doesn't say that these men who whose names
Yep.
are the sons of these the story doesn't start with the men. It starts with the act, the lust, and the geographical locations
Convenience
of these divine beings, right? So it starts with then and also later.
Yeah.
There were divine beings on the earth.
Good job.
It starts there.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
It doesn't start with these men. And your guys are saying that they're just really just talking about, they're just giving these guys some
super props,
some dick, some ovaries.
And again, so we can be objective, right? It's just so we can like know what's out there. But I'm still going with, maybe it's just because I'm a stoner, but I'm still going with aliens with
right.
beings from a different dimension. So as this pertains to Jesus, though, as these beings from a different dimension, what was your thought process?
What I've been thinking about, you mean?
Yeah.
It wasn't. It didn't have anything to do with those guys.
Oh, Jesus!
You were just talking about. We just got sidetracked because you said something about my testicles were not working, and you said, "Oh, then you want to have a baby," and we went right into the endless sheets.
It's less Biggie and Tupac are with Yahweh.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. The homies.
Yo, I know this girl, Sarah.
Yeah, Sarah.
Sari.
Yeah. Hey, say hi, Sari.
I got it right finally.
Yeah. Well, there are a couple of, and I'm not sure how well I can say this without being entirely offensive.
Yay! TikTok clip coming in hot.
It's just the stiff-necked people. I just can't get over this guy's. He like just chose the wrong team, man. He's like, so not only did he basically force these people, they weren't super unhappy in Egypt. They were the lower class, but they had a place.
Yeah,
they were a class.
Some of them
they
were trying
probably
to stay there, right?
Yeah. And so not only does he force them into the desert, and to make this group of people his chosen people, it's really kind of like not very well thought out and not very well, doesn't show a lot of passion for these people. And then the whole way he can just bear like all this time, and he's just like, you know what, I'm gonna fucking smite the lot of them. And Moses like, whoa, what are you doing? These are your people, right? And and so why do you figure like when Jesus is on the cross, and he's like, my God, why have you forsaken me? It's like, well, dude, you saw what he did to these fucking people that he had like a whole bunch of time invested in. You're just one dude kind of rolling through, this is 30 years, whatever it was, and he can barely stand this whole generation of people, and you think he's gonna like, what, keep you from getting nailed to a chunk of wood by these other assholes?
What's weird too is each of the Gospels has a different saying from Jesus as he dies.
We get to make ours. We get to make ours, don't we?
Yeah, dude. He's like, one of them. He's like, Father, into your hands I commit my spirit. By the way,
he's given up. He's given up.
I have heard today.
Oh,
you want to be on the podcast? Hello. Hi. I'm L.
Hi,
I
Al.
like to speak into the mic and tell people about the truth of Christ.
Al, you are farting adorable.
Pretty. It's pretty fucking cute, huh? Hi.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hi.
Oh, thanks. I appreciate it.
Oh, there we go. That's the good stuff.
Yeah, it's very loving.
Oh.
I really appreciate it. But I do gotta let you down now. Are you gonna be okay? You gonna be okay?
Oh.
Al, I gotta let you go, baby.
No.
Dang it. No, she's like, no.
No. I'm divine. I'll lick you all fucking day, Leif.
All up in the fucking nose.
Go get the peanut butter again. We won't tell Ma.
Mr. Hands! I love you, baby.
Yeah, so that's what I was thinking. It's like this guy. And also, and another thing, It's pretty obvious to me so far that that this is just one, right? Like there's other gods who have chosen other people, because the Jews are worried about their safety, you know.
Both of us take a drink. That's so beautiful. We're synced. Our cycle's synced.
Yeah.
So they're worried about their safety.
They're they're just barely on board with this guy. They're ready to fucking jump ship on the next golden calf that comes up the pike,
Well, and maybe that's because like they have like this thing called a covenant with this Yahweh, right? It's like they're under the Abrahamic law or the covenant.
It's a pact. It's a contract.
Yeah, right. Which we kind of went through. If you guys follow my stipulations, if you guys worship me the way I say to, if you guys do this and this and this and this, I will make sure that you never come to harm, that no one conquers you. I won't wipe you out. I won't kill your, and so obviously what happens when that fails, right? So these people have been worshiping Yahweh in the desert. They have been fighting other tribes, other nations of humans to get their land. They're finally in their land and they just keep getting conquered, right? Man, I forgot your original question. Fuck, this joint's good.
What?
Yeah, right. I took us. I was gonna wrap it up with a bow, and right there at the end, fucking fumbled.
Fumbled the ball.
I just forgot what I was doing. Lay down.
You fumbled with the 2 and then kicked it out through the back of the end zone.
I just point.
Tweet. Owl.
Thank you, Magic Medicine. We appreciate the marijuana. That's good shit.
My point was that there are other gods, and he chose the wrong team. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah, no. Yeah.
When we're talking, one of us has to be listening, I guess.
God damn it. I love this. I'm crying. It kind of makes sense why the story starts morphing too, right? Where like, there's people that still read this book, the Old Testament today, and don't think that God's come yet. And there's still people that worship Yahweh, right? And like,
what do you mean?
Well, like Christianity branches off from this completely, in my opinion. If you like, the teachings of Christ seem to be quite different from that of like what you would glean from the Old Testament. Yeah, I mean, he does like say like, I did not come to abolish the Abrahamic law. So he's definitely a Jew and he's definitely into the law. But like, the stories about him that become the religion about him are totally a departure from that, right?
Right.
And it's like in the Old Testament, cursed is anyone who hangs on the tree, right? And so if you're accursed of God, you could not technically be the Messiah. And then most of the references to the Messiah in the Old Testament are actually about Israel as a state. It has to do with them, worshiping correctly or remembering the fatherless and the widowed, to remember the poor among them. And that's why God sent the Babylonians in to fucking tear them apart, So like, it becomes a totally different religion.
Right.
I don't even know if this is that good.
Oh, dude.
I think I should just let you ramble. This is too good. Before we get into that, maybe I need some. How was your 4th?
Oh, it seems really, really, not a great. Well, I know. Okay, what? So, what a country!
What a country!
We are free to elect people into office, and who will make laws that govern parts of people's anatomies that they have no fucking business governing.
Pretty interesting.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's a really, interesting. So I didn't do shit. Cole and I went out and had some dinner last night because the household's kind of been under a cloud of cold and flu, and so we figured we'd go out and pass that around to everybody else.
Kind of like the.
Fuck you, America.
Hope you enjoy the sniffles.
Not, and I
Go
don't
kick
mean
rocks.
I don't mean fuck you, America at all. I'm just like, it's just
No, I totally
I
understand.
I can't even
Begin.
I can't even that like it's can't even begin to
Yeah. And it's like there's almost like no place out there politically for anyone. You know, it's like every side.
It's Yahweh or the highway,
dude. It's fucked, man. Well, it's so funny because with abortion, like many of the people that I see that are like totally against this are outspoken Christians, right? But like, I mean, we already saw in Exodus here where they like were massaging the fact that Israel used to sacrifice their firstborn kids to Yahweh. But there's a bunch of other verses in the Bible where God's just straight killing babies. Like God seems to kill babies all the fucking time without any, like, remember with Pharaoh, like Pharaoh, God says, I'm going to actively harden his heart so I can be famous. Right. And it's kind of all the plagues build towards the last plague, which is all the firstborns who don't have blood over the fucking doorway are going to die. And it's like, so why the fuck are you guys willing to die on this mountain when your God is like, you know, I mean, we looked up the numbers, right? There was like 640,000 abortions.
We didn't look that up.
Yeah, it was a long time ago. It was one of the first episodes. But I mean, let's do it again.
Let's not.
Because I know it was like 20 million was the number of like pregnancies that just naturally didn't make it to term. So wouldn't God be the most prolific abortionist of all time?
Oh, is that what we did?
Yeah. I can't put that clip online because I had a joint in my mouth. So, but you know,
do you edit out all the joints?
No, but in the clips I do. That's why sometimes it's not the most pleasing pictures of the other humans. But if we get one more violation, we get kicked off of TikTok. So I've got to be. No, but probably for 6 months.
Dealing with servants of God. Serving the servants of God.
That's fucking killer. What about, okay, so I was a little bit weirded out that you were not more excited about the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse last week. Was it, it seems like it did not live up.
I was super low energy last week.
Okay, because I was wondering.
I'm just barely out of the woods now.
Was it? Well, I wasn't. I should. I was more like trying to open up conversation than accuse you of anything. Sorry. No, I was like. I'm not. Yes, I'm not saying like did a bad job. I was like, you know, it's like, especially like the 4 horse riders are coming, like the fucking like. Yeah. With them is all these different like plays.
I was a little disappointed again that it wasn't more because I'm used to that's not. It sounds like that there's. You know, in Pale Rider, it sounds like there's extra, like Clint may have put a couple extra little syllables in there to make it sound more bitchin' and more ominous.
It was that's what I was wondering. It's like it's, you know, in with Jesus in the wilderness, there are 3 other accounts of it. We didn't, or 2 other, I think. We didn't read with the other gospels, but like this is the only apocalypse in the Bible, and this is, you know,
but it probably wasn't the only apocalypse written.
No. Right? Remember, there's a bunch. There's one from Adam. There's one from there was the.
But this is the only one that
this is the one that was canonized.
Right.
You know, and we fucking. I know I shit on it, like the inerrant part of the Bible a lot, but like a lot of the errors are spelling, and these are many of the earliest books of all of the books. So even like from what we can tell, like most of the books in the Bible predate the Gospel of Mary Magdalene by quite a bit. So
I don't know what you just said, but okay.
The books of the Bible that are canonized are they're the earliest Christian writings.
Right.
Yeah.
That were allowed to be read by the masses.
And like the apocalypse is weird because if you don't know about this worldview, and you know, Jesus, in my opinion, was an apocalypticist, like Paul for sure.
A what? He was an apocalypticist?
Apocalypticist. You want me? I can do it again for your
I
entertainment.
like that. That was
I'll
good.
dance.
Is that like they get a cream rinse if you get that, right? You have to set some sort of like a topical. You got to need a topical little ointment for that.
Oh, you're going to Brazil here. You're gonna need this.
Yeah.
No, it's like
yeah.
it's like a worldview. It's like people believed this. It would be like Baptists or Mormons, or it's like you know.
And was it it's a worldview, or is it a this is a style of writing?
It's both. So the apocalyptic writings come about as like as far as I know, as a result of this belief. Like they come exclusively from the apocalypse.
Okay, so is it belief, or is it looking for shock and awe? You know, it sounds like it's just trying to get the best reaction.
Well, to be honest, remember when this was written, you know, Nero is like lighting Christians on fire at night. You know, so
right.
the people that believe this are having like the worst time. Like to be a Christian in this period, you will,
or
in certain areas. No, Jews were already conquered.
Wait, because this is the new. Oh, this is the new. We're in the new.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
No problem. Yeah, and this is around like the end of. It's like 96-ish, AD. Yeah. So, right. So it's like he wants them to keep the faith. He wants them to keep believing. Whoever wrote this they say it's John, but we don't know. But you know, people are having like, you know, imagine if there's a little group of us that knows something, and because we know that we're being killed, and so they make this writing.
Super into they're refused.
Yeah, right. And now we can't listen to the refused, right. And we can't talk about the refused. And if you get caught at the refused concert, they're gonna fucking kill you, right?
Yeah.
And so what we do is we start like writing different songs. Well, wait, this analogy is gonna fall off, but you get it. See, look at that! Look at that self-control.
What? Oh, you
stopping myself.
Yeah. And do you want to stop yourself some more so we can read the Bible, or what do you want to keep going?
Oh my God, I love you so much, Jim.
Yeah. Sealing the servants of God. We're on Revelation 7.
Oh, okay. I thought it was 6.
Well, 6 is the one we just read.
Yeah.
We're also coughing in unison, by the way. I'm not sure if you noticed that.
Fuck, man. I can't get to my switch fast enough.
I got it right here. It's like it's got its own private little real estate. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I don't. Did you watch that movie?
No.
Yeah, I didn't either. And so
I don't.
What's that?
I own it.
You own it? Yeah, I don't even know what that means.
Yeah,
do those two have sex in that movie?
I don't know.
River and Keanu?
Do they?
I hope so.
They're both really handsome.
especially then.
Yeah.
Especially when dude was alive.
Yeah.
Very handsome.
Yeah. That's so sad.
Yeah. And the other thing is, if he doesn't die, is Joaquin as famous?
I think so.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen The Master?
Is kind of like Owen and Luke sort of thing?
No, I know, because dude,
not that movie, but I'm like,
I understand the synergistic. Yeah, but no, because
who's The Master? What's The Master?
Master's that Paul Thomas Anderson film with Philip Seymour Hoffman's last film, and it's about L. Ron Hubbard, and Joaquin plays a troubled sailor with PTSD that like finds Scientology, and it is the most boring movie I've ever seen, with the two best performances by any actors. Joaquin Phoenix is so good, it's fucking frightening.
Really?
Frightening. Yeah. And I mean, you know, and then he does the Joker too. Like he's so fucking good. Like,
still never saved it.
You watch it tonight. Mark Maron's in it too.
Saving it. Yeah.
Mark
Maron's in it? Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, he's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
in a scene with De Niro, by the way.
He's okay.
I fucking love him.
I'm joking. I don't know him. I don't know him. I'm just joking.
Dude, he's so good at guitar.
He's kind of a dick.
I don't mind. He's super smart. Sometimes smart people are dicks.
Have you? I'm just totally getting a rise out here. I don't know. We've talked about the Postal Service thing, right? The 10th anniversary. Band? What?
That band, the Postal Service.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The 10th anniversary Sub Pop little. They did a little commercial for the 10th anniversary of the Postal Service record coming out.
Okay.
And it's this mockumentary little short thing where they're trying out people. Have we not talked about this?
No.
That's impossible.
Never.
Oh my God. Okay. Well, it's this little video of they've got this douchey Sub Pop A&R guy, and they've got the Jimmy Chamberlain, who's the music guy.
Oh yeah. No, I know.
Is that his name? Is that his name? I don't know if it's Chamberlain. I'm not sure if it's Jimmy.
But
anyway, the music guy, the music end of it, and they're sitting at a table and they have in front of a little stagey thing, and dude's like, you're Anthony Kiedis, and we have to find you a flea, or you're whatever. Like, we got to find your guy. And so they try out all these people: Amy Mann, Weird Al.
Oh my God.
Paige from Helmet.
What?
Tom, who's the guy from what's my age again? They say act my age. What's my age again? What's the guy?
Tom DeLonge.
Tom DeLonge.
Oh my God.
They try out Duff. they try out they try out Mark Maron. He's one of the guys, and he's hilarious. Yeah.
Dude. I'll watch that after this.
Moby.
Yeah, dude, when he plays guitar, he's like, it's got fucking soul, man. Like, it's fucking just a little out of tune sometimes, and it's like fucking gritty, and like when he talks about guitar, he fucking knows what he's talking about, So it's like, maybe it's that, but I think it is. One time at the Comedy Store, in the like small room, I was like, we were there, we got there late, so I was sitting like right at the stage, and I'm on my cord, dang it, and motherfucker, I was like, he was making me laugh so hard. I was laughing so hard that he started looking at me, and I could tell he was like, is this motherfucker for real? Like, is he making fun of me? Like, is he just laughing? And so I just sat there making eye contact with him as he's like telling his punchline to a joke and watching everything on my face. And I'm just like, it made me laugh so hard. So I just had to keep laughing and like clapping. Yeah, he's fucking awesome.
Yeah. He's okay.
I like him. I'm a fan. Thanks, man.
All right.
Okay. So
he's no George Carlin. That's all I'm saying.
No, have you seen Glow?
Don't take me seriously, Jesus Christ!
Okay.
I'm totally just trying to get a rise out of him. He's obviously pretty good at what he does.
You know what else is good? This magic medicine marijuana found here in sunny California.
Wow.
Segue. I'm not gonna lie, dude. I'm on Pluto. Like I'm.
Okay.
Yeah. You can tell, huh?
Yeah, I can tell.
Yeah, Dad, you're saying.
Yeah.
This is the sweetest it's ever been.
So, do you want to read some Bible, or should we?
Let's just go. It's a couple chapters.
You are stoned, aren't you?
Yeah.
Let's go, man. Come on. Start the car.
That's great. Let's fucking jump.
What do you mean, start the car? We're driving. We're in the car. What? Stop it. I'm going to throw up.
I didn't know your name was Alex.
All right. Sealing the servants. Sealing the servants of God. And after these things, I saw 4 angels standing on the 4 corners of the earth, holding the 4 winds of the earth, that the wind should not blow on the earth, nor on the sea, nor on any tree. And I saw another angel ascending from the east, having the seal of of the living God. And he cried with a loud voice to 4 angels to whom it was given to hurt the earth and the sea, saying, hurt not the earth, neither the sea, nor the trees, till we have sealed the servants of our God in their foreheads. And I hurt. What does that
Pretty
mean?
weird.
Don't hurt them until we. What?
Well, you should keep reading, but it's like Mark of the Beast shit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And I heard the number. Till we and he cried with a loud voice to the 4 angels to whom it was given to hurt the earth and the sea, saying, hurt not the earth, neither the sea nor the trees, till we have sealed the servants of our God in their foreheads. And I heard the number of them which were sealed, and there were sealed 144,000 of all the tribes of the children of Israel.
Oh, shit.
Of the tribe of Judah were sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Reuben were sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Gad were sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Azer were sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Nephilim, Nephilim were sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Manasseh were sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Simeon were sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Levi were sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Issachar were sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Zebulon were sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Joseph were sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Benjamin were sealed 12,000. After this I beheld, and lo, a great multitude, which no man could number, of all nations and kindreds and people and tongues, stood before the throne and before the Lamb, clothed with white robes and palms in their hands, and cried with a loud voice, saying, salvation to our God, which sitteth upon the throne, and unto the Lamb.
Pretty trippy scene.
Yeah. And
I like picturing Bohemian Grove.
Yeah, right.
You know,
yeah. And all the angels stood round about the throne and about the elders and the 4 beasts, and fell before the throne on their faces and worshipped God, saying, amen. Blessing and glory and wisdom and thanksgiving and honor and power and might be unto our God forever and ever. Amen. And one of the elders answered, saying unto me, what are these which are arrayed in white robes? And whence came they? And I said unto him, sir, thou knowest. And he said to me, these are thy which came out of great tribulation, and have washed their robes and made them white in the blood of the Lamb. Therefore they are before the throne of God, and serve him day and night in his temple, and he that sitteth on the throne shall dwell among them. They shall hunger no more, neither thirst any more, neither shall the sun light on them, nor any heat. For the Lamb which is in the midst of the throne shall feed them, and shall lead them unto living fountains of water, and God shall wipe away all tears from their eyes.
There's a lot of shit going on here.
It's a lot of movement. A lot of
yeah.
I like what you've done right around here. And also up in here.
Up in here.
Yeah.
And remember, this is a vision, right? This guy's like caught up in a vision.
He's high as fuck.
Yeah.
And when he had opened the 7th seal, there was silence in the heaven and the space of half an hour. Trumpet peals. And I saw the 7 angels which stood before God, and to them were given 7 trumpets. And another angel came and stood at the altar, having a golden censer. And there was given unto him much incense, that he should offer it with the prayers of all saints upon the golden altar which was before the throne. And the smoke of the incense which came with the prayers of the saints ascended up before God out of the angel's hand. And the angel took the censer and filled it with the fire of the altar and cast it into the earth. And there were voices and thunderings and lightnings and an earthquake. And the 7 angels which had the 7 trumpets prepared themselves to sound. The first angel sounded, and there followed hail and fire mingled with blood. Nice. And they were cast upon the earth. and the third part of the trees was burnt up, and all green grass was burnt up. And the second angel sounded, and it was a great mountain burning with fire, was cast into the sea, and the third part of the sea became blood.
What does that sound like? A great mountain burning with fire was cast into the sea.
Sounds like a meteor.
Fuck yeah, dude.
And the third part of the creatures which were in the sea and had life died, and the third part of the ships were destroyed. And the third angel sounded, and there fell a great star from heaven, burning as it was a lamp, as it were a lamp, and it fell upon the third part of the rivers and upon the fountains of waters. And the name of the star is called Wormwood, and the third part of the waters become wormwood, and many men died of the waters because they were made bitter. And the fourth angel sounded, and the third part of the sun was smitten, and the third part of the moon, and the third part of the stars, so as the third part of them was darkened. And the day shone not for a third part of it, and the night likewise. And I beheld and heard an angel flying through the midst of heaven, saying with a loud voice, Woe, woe, woe to the inhabitants of the earth by reason of the other voices of the trumpet of the three angels which are yet to sound. It's going to get worse before it gets better, folks.
Dude, this fucking the apocalypse, dog.
Yeah. Woe to you, O earth and sea. The devil sends the beast with wrath. Because he knows the time is short.
Oh, dude, this is like when I used to.
That he who hath understanding reckon the number of the beast. This is the fucking greatest start to a song of all time.
It might be.
Oh no. Sorry. All right, and the fifth angel sounded, and I saw a star fall from heaven unto the earth, and to him was given the key of the bottomless pit, and he opened the bottomless pit, and there arose a smoke out of the pit, as the smoke of a great furnace.
Sorry.
And the sun and the air were darkened by reason of the smoke of the pit. And there came out of the smoke locusts upon the earth, and unto them was given power, as the scorpions of the earth have power. And it was commanded them that they should not hurt the grass of the earth, neither any green thing, neither any tree, but only those men which have not the seal of God in their foreheads.
Holy fuck.
And then to them it was given that they should not kill them, but that they should be tormented 5 months. And their torment was as the torment of a scorpion when he striketh a man. And in those days shall meek men seek death, and shall not find it, and shall desire to die, and death shall flee from them. And the shapes of the locusts were like unto horses. And the shapes of the locusts were like unto horses prepared unto battle. And on their heads were as it were crowns like gold, and their faces were as the faces of men. And they had hair as the hair of women, and their teeth were the teeth of lions. And they had breastplates as it were breastplates of iron. So these are locusts shaped like horses with the hair of women, crowns of gold, faces of men, teeth of lions.
Yeah, and I think they're different than the scorpions that were just talked about, right? Like
they had tails like scorpions, though.
Okay, so they had the tails like scorpions and like seem to act like scorpions.
Well, these are swarms of locusts which might have scorpions in them.
And like motherfucking this star falls, opens up this pit beneath the earth.
No. An angel came. I thought.
Yeah, but the star falls into a power to him was given to keep going.
And the fifth angel sounded, and I saw a star fall from heaven unto the earth, and to him was given. I thought the angel had the key.
I think it's talking about that star.
Star's a he?
Well, it just names him as a he after that. I'm assuming this is talking about like maybe a reference to Lucifer or to the fallen. There's a fallen star of the morning. Well, it shouldn't be our main point, because that's the other thing I need to bring up is that I fucked up that seal of God thing. I thought that was going to be the mark of the beast. That's coming up. But sometimes when I get super high, like
give
the great
spoilers that aren't accurate.
Well, yeah, right. It's I like the Great Roman Jewish War. Sometimes I fuck up that date, 67. But like, I'm doing my best so to smoke as much
No one
weed.
cares. No one cares. No one cares what you get right and wrong. They just love this shit.
Yeah, I just want to be as accurate as possible. But like, so point being is like, you know what? I'm sorry, you can't go see mom. You got to hang out with me. It's totally fine. You got all your toys. Everything's great. You got your pee pad. You got all your food. You're cute as fuck. Back to this. These people believe in a 3-storied universe. Like they keep having all this imagery of above and below. And that's just part and parcel with this idea back then that like God, where was he? He was up in the sky.
North.
Yeah, hell, where's that? That's down in the ground.
South.
We're the center of the fucking universe, Earth, right here. And that's, obviously not real. Like, so it's funny to read this, like,
Not
and be
entirely
like,
real, yeah.
that's hilarious. Like,
yeah. Because, I mean, the pyramids are already built all over the world.
yes, sir.
And so somewhere people knew that we were on a sphere. Like there is like this is pandering towards stupid people, illiterate.
You talking about the Bible?
Yeah.
Well, you're not the first. You're not the first philosopher to say that.
Well, I wouldn't call myself a philosopher at
I
all.
would.
But okay, well, but I mean, how do you reconcile the fact that smart people or educated people, the people who built the pyramids knew that this?
Oh,
they're talking. Like they might have found ways to actually save your soul.
yeah, but there's plenty of smart people that believe in the Bible. Are you saying that? There's like, there's plenty of,
aren't there? There are a lot of smart people who believe in the Bible.
yeah.
What's their fucking problem, Leif?
Well, maybe they're smarter than us. And like, I always feel like I grew up with that abuse. So it was like burn the boats, do or die, no lukewarm shit. Like, right? We read that earlier.
Right.
And so it does create some fanaticism, and it does create some,
What does?
that upbringing and the people that engage in it, because that's their hierarchy. They're trying to be righteous. They're trying to be, they want to be coming up, some of these servants that are left here in this tribulation after all these bad things that happen, to still talk about Jesus Christ. They want to be persecuted for their faith. Common conversations in social groups, in Bible study, and maybe these people like never had that Catholic or that fundamentalist, and they allow the stories just to be fluid and like try to take a moral standing from them and allow them to not be real. And they believe in science and they believe in education, because that's another thing is like, people.
Right.
Right?
Those
I don't know.
Those aren't the people we're talking about.
Jordan Peterson seems to be one of those people.
No, but those aren't. Jordan Peterson is not a.
Oh, he's not. I love him.
No,
I don't agree with him on everything. I don't agree with everything he says, but
I think that what I'm saying is that Jordan Peterson is not who I'm talking about.
yeah,
Jordan Peterson is an educated person who has decided this book means something to him. That's all.
I have a whole theory on that, but I don't think it's too long.
Yeah, I'm just talking about. He's not bound by this book, whereas people who like you,
What a beautiful
were raised, are bound by it.
preach it.
Yeah.
That was good. No, I got goosebumpy.
Yeah, it's like that's the part. I don't know how to say this, so you might have to edit it out. Okay. But it's like you think about like the people, like sports dudes, like I'll just use the UFC as an example, where these guys, and it almost doesn't matter their race, color, nationality, height, weight, doesn't matter. They'll get up there, and the first thing they say after they win is all glory to God.
Yeah.
All glory to God. This has nothing to do with me. This is God working through me.
John Jones has a fucking Bible verse tattooed on his chest.
Well, not the best example of a Christian living person, or someone who,
I think he might be.
maybe he is, right? He's entirely flawed, and
I think he's he's all well. Yeah, I get.
What if we get him on here? I would fuck John Jones is a fucking.
I know
bad
he's
man.
got some crazy shit. Dude, did you see him doing the riot where he just grabbed the spray can out of like that rioter's hand?
Yeah, no,
it was the scariest. I follow him on Instagram. It was just like, and I'm like,
but that's like so that
shit.
like, but I'm not talking. But I'm talking about guys who like, and they do the thing where they're like, they tap themselves. No, glory to God. It's all glory. And so that sort of thing is this goes back to like, and Khabib.
Khabib, and he's Muslim.
Yeah, but still, that idea that they are, I'm even Muslims, their God is still a little bit spiteful, right?
I'm not educated enough to talk about it,
and neither am I. But my point is that like using Yahweh as an example.
Know about that though.
These people are much better. They're not stiff-necked people. You know what I mean? Like these people are like, because the Israelites are like alone at the bottom of the mountain for about 10 minutes before they start like, fuck this guy,
For real.
And yeah, I don't even know how I was getting and why, but like I just thought about this the other day.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
It's just the thing where it's like it seems like that's what Yahweh was looking for. And these people, like those, I'm like, I give it up to that. It's like if that's what you are, if that's what you believe,
trying to find the truth.
Well, if you believe that you are acting through this benevolent, is that the right word? Benevolent creature, benevolent being. Like if you are a vessel, if you are an instrument of God, I'm fucking with you. That's awesome. That's that. Okay, and you read the Bible. Okay, whatever you want. Like, it's just the people who like that is not indentured servitude to me. That is inspiration. You know what I mean? Like those people are not. Those people are servants.
Yeah.
Sure. Whatever you want to call it.
Well,
but
like
they're not.
also
but they're not. But they're not. Like it's not an obligation with them. It's what I mean. Like it doesn't seem like it's obligated. I don't know. Maybe that's the wrong word. But it's like they. Or if it was.
They're anointed.
Or it's a decision. They decide that that's the case.
Well, maybe there's more power. Okay, so I know like many of the people in our comment section consider me an atheist, and I like, I know many of the people I grew up with do too as well. But like I actually try to figure all this shit out, and I don't know. I do believe there's something out there, and maybe that's what they're tapping into, and I do believe there is maybe. That verse on John Jones' chest, I believe it's Philippians 4:19. I could have messed that one up, but it says, "I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me." That's what's on his chest. He's like a motherfucking lion. He's like, no, I'm a fucking of the tribe of Judah, bitch. Like you can't stop him. And in all honesty, that's the truth. No one could. He's king shit of the mountain. But. I don't know because I do know that like this kind of conversation we're able to have because we're two logical human beings that check ourselves and are objective, and if we're fucking up in our lives, we'll fix it. And like I've been around groups of people that will start having the same conversation, thinking they're the anointing of God, and say some crazy fucking shit. Like for instance, let's get rid of Roe v. Wade. Like for instance, let's get rid of gay marriage. Like there's so much homophobia in the fundamentalist movement. Like it's rampant. So it's like as we're attracting congregates, right? And we're talking about this mystery and like tapping into that flow state or that other world or that thing that's bigger than you that all these different religions are calling God. I guess we got to have like checks and balances or something. Maybe it's the wine ceremony.
What is like where we? I just think it's. You said on one of the shorts I saw where you're like, I'm not trying to talk shit about people, like, and I don't have any answers.
Yeah,
I just have observations.
We're smoking weed. Read the Bible. That's what.
I read the Bible.
Are you mad at us?
Have a little conversation about it.
Sorry.
Let's talk about it.
Here it goes.
No, but I really love the idea of people loving the idea of being a vessel for God. All power, all glory to God. I'm like, because look where they're doing it. Man. They're doing it at the highest stage, on the highest stage of an artistic pursuit.
Yeah, maybe we should be. That should be the model, and not the abuse of the same thing, because that's true too. Because there's a lot of abuse of this. People think that they're vessels of God, and then they go do some horrific shit to humanity. Like David Koresh.
Well, it seems like that it should be an internal thing, and not like you shouldn't be going around telling people
never
that you are how to be that.
In my favorite gospel, Jesus never says he's divine. People, everyone else does. Because he's healing them and doing all these signs and wonders, and he's fucking, he's doing all this amazing shit. They're like, "Oh my God, you're the Messiah!" And every time he heals them, he's like, "Shh." They're like, basically, it's like really cool. It's like this, don't tell anyone.
You don't talk so much.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. It's I like it's inspiring when people. That's what it should be about. Is people who are working at a craft so intensely and being inspired by this power. They can call it God. I can call it the Force, whatever. That's
exactly.
That's what this should be, is like people trying to be their best selves. But it's okay. Let's keep going.
Yeah, I agree. I stayed up till 2 listening to this book twice in a row and playing video games, by the way, last night.
Okay. You're a sexy man.
I just wanted to confess. I'm sorry.
Confess.
I'm trying.
Yeah, that's all good. Locusts upon the earth, and it was commanded that them should hurt not the grass. We were breastplates. We were iron. We were horses in battle, and they had tails like unto scorpions, and there were
so metal
stings in their tails, and their power was to hurt men 5 months. And then they had a king over them, which is the angel of the bottomless pit.
Damn,
whose name in the Hebrew tongue is Abaddon. But in the Greek tongue, he hath his name Apollyon. Abaddon. That's a loaded song.
We are the lords of Abaddon. Best Mike Squires solo ever. Right. Fucking ever.
One woe is past, and behold, there come 2 woes more hereafter. And the 6th angel sounded, and I heard a voice from the 4 horns of the golden altar, which is before God, saying to the 6th angel, which had the trumpet, loose the 4 angels which are bound in the great river Euphrates. And the 4 angels were loosed, which were prepared for an hour and a day and a month and a year for to slay the 3rd part of men. And the number of the army of the horsemen were 200,000. And I heard the number of them, and thus I saw the horses in the vision, and them that sat on them having breastplates of fire, of jacinth and brimstone, and the heads of the horses were as the heads of lions, and out of their mouths issued fire and smoke and brimstone.
Holy
By,
fuck.
by these three was the third part of men killed, by the fire and the smoke and the brimstone which issued out of their mouths.
Dude,
Like you're like doing an interpretive dance
I
describing.
can't fucking help it. This shit freaks me out, man.
For their power is in their mouths and in their tails, for their tails were like unto serpents, and had heads, and with them they do hurt. And the rest of the men which were not killed by these plagues yet repented not of the works of their hands, that they should not worship devils and idols of gold and silver and brass and stone and of wood, which neither can see nor hear nor walk. Neither repented they of their murders, nor of their sorceries, nor of their fornication, nor of their thefts.
Fornication's a big deal in the New Testament.
Yeah, they need butts and seeds, man. Don't waste that seed, Nee.
But if you believed this book, imagine 18-year-old Leif, like listening to this over and over again on a cassette tape, and just like thinking this is what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Your imagination just runs wild, right? Like this is some gnarly fucking shit.
Yeah, for sure.
Nah, you're just like your bullshit detector is so high, it's so good that it just like laser beams.
I was totally checking my text. You totally busted me.
Okay,
it's like this thing keeps buzzing, and I'm like, "Is there something important?" And I'm like, and you're like, "Dude." So my not paying attention and my bullshit detector have the exact same tone.
That's great. That's fantastic.
Oh, I just wasn't paying attention. I'm sorry.
What are you talking about? That's perfect. Oh, I'm crying. Yeah. Holy shit. How much more before that chapter ends there?
Oh, I don't know. You tell me. You read it 3 times.
I actually wasn't following along.
You read it 3 times last night. You tell me how much more is there to go.
Well, I'm trying to remember exactly where you stopped. Oh my God, I'm covered in
I stopped at
my dog.
The angel of the book. We're at Revelation 10.
Man, fucking, it's some of this book is so rad. We're hitting it so quick, and we're doing it so fast. And I know it's kind of hard. Like I said, I kind of wanted to like not tell you any facts about the books before we read the whole thing, because it's like, yeah, because it's
facts.
Facts, yeah. If you allow facts to be there, then the book's not as fun.
Revelation?
Yeah.
Facts, you say?
Yeah, facts. Things that are real.
There's no fucking facts in this book, Lave. There's not one fact in this book.
Oh yeah, there's people who were going through a hard time.
Not one fact.
Someone was using a painting or a song. Hey, let me. There's something happening here. What it is? That's like a real moment put into a song, right? This is a real moment in some believers' lives, a massive group of them actually, and they put it into a weird book about a vision. And to be honest, yeah, but none of the events are real. They're just using imagery.
Hold please. What I'd like you to do is you show me one fact, and then I want you to look it up and prove it.
There's not.
There's not. Exactly. Those 2 words are exactly accurate.
Well, we know when it was written. We know when it was written. And we know. Kind of.
Wrong, next issue.
We know that there was a bunch of these styles of book written with kind of the same shit. Like the Apocalypse of Peter has a guided tour of hell. We should read it because, like, if you charge interest on a loan, you get like a special spot in hell, and if you kill your baby, you get a special spot in hell, and if you're like slutty, you get a special spot in hell. Like they hang you by the genitals and shit. In that book.
Okay.
But it's an apocryphal book, so we know that essentially these books were written to help people that were going through a hard time. And here's one fact that's really interesting. Okay, actually, this book was written in Greek, but in the Hebrew language, it's numerical, kind of like ancient Greek. So like alpha is 1, beta is 2, so it's like it has a numerical value too. So if you write out the name Caesar Nero in Hebrew, do you know what it adds up to?
766,000.
666. So there's a couple manuscripts back then. There's a couple manuscripts that have 616 in all these sections where it's the beast. Now there's two ways in the Hebrew you can spell Caesar Nero. One with like I forgot what it's called, something at the end, and one with not. But if you spell it this other way, it adds up to 616. So it's real. These are all facts. These are facts. So people like to mythologize, and they write books, and they're like, the Pope is the 666, or Putin is the 666. Now that's true. This was a writer back then writing about this horrible dude, Caesar Nero. And he was, I know, she's so cute, and was fucking, he was trying to like hide it, essentially, because you can't really say bad shit about the emperor in a book. So there. How about that? You like this?
I don't know what you're doing.
That's my celebration dance.
Yeah.
That's spikes of football.
The one that you fumbled and then kicked out of the back of the end zone?
I thought I fucking did a pretty decent job for the amount of joints I've smoked on this episode.
Dude, for sure. Totally for sure.
Thank
that
you.
Is, that is a fact. That is a fact. There's the first fact we've come across today.
It's a hard book.
Look at the tiny behind you. Look at the tiny behind you.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Al. Hi, Al.
You know, it was hilarious. We were, when Nabil was in town. Did I tell you about this?
Yeah.
I saw Nabil. And
Yeah.
took Cole down there, and Cole had an Aphex Twin record, and Nabil's like, that's one of my blah, blah, whatever. And I was sitting there talking to John Roderick, not from Sunny Day. Or not.
He's
from,
playing at the show.
Right, that's what you're saying.
Yeah,
and then, and Ben Gibbard.
Yeah.
And we were talking about that, and John was like, "I'm going to try out for Sunny Day Real Estate," and they're like, "I love
Sunny Day.
The
What
idea
are you? What are you
Fuck
gonna say?
Fuck off.
What are you gonna say
They've
right
got
now?
one hit that's 7 minutes long with no hook.
Have you never listened to the Fire Theft?
Dude, you know what?
Did you ever get into the Fire Theft?
One song that anyone
They have
knows.
fucking-
one song that anyone knows. I'm just saying, I like Sunny Day, and I like them.
Look at my eyes.
But dude, I don't need to.
They started a whole movement. That guy's voice sounds like a fucking angel. Plus, like,
That's the whole game.
that's the whole game.
Jeremy's voice.
Well, Will is like the fucking. He's a pummeling drummer.
Yep, they're a great band.
Yeah.
Great band. I'm not. That's
I
what
still
I'm
get
saying.
nervous
I
around
like
him.
them, but see, that ship sailed, dude. You don't have to be nervous around anybody.
I like certain people. I don't get nervous around superstars. I don't give a fuck about athletes. But like if Sturgill Simpson walked in the room, I'd probably shit my pants. Like there's certain people. Like it's not normal people for other.
I'd be like, can I get a Diet Coke?
Yeah, I'd be like, explain to me fucking every lyric you've ever written.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm not trying to bag on him. I'm just like that whole street cred thing. It's
Yeah.
like, that's from 1994.
Right. Okay.
But-
let me ask you a question. What is this Joy Division?
What about him?
Well, I can't remember. I can't remember what book this was in, so I'm gonna butcher this, and I'm smoking more choice. Okay, but motherfucking that band supposedly, was it Joy Division? I think it was. Played a show at like a high school auditorium, and in the audience was like members of the Police, members of The Cure, members of Susie and the Banshees, and I believe the Sex Pistols. We should ask Jonesy about that. And like so many different genres of bands started because they saw this weird band that was like sounded really weird and didn't make sense and it wasn't nice to the ears, and they went off and made all these other fucking cool bands. Like The Cure doesn't sound like Joy Division, the Sex Pistols don't sound like Joy Division, right? Fucking how many fucking rad humans got inspired by Sunny Day Real Estate? My old guitar player has it fucking tattooed on his arm. How many bands? It's like 4,000 people bought the original Velvet Underground record, but like 4,000 people started a band after they bought that record.
Okay.
No, I thought it was a good one. I thought I was doing good here.
That's fine. I'm not saying you're not doing
Not a single thing.
It's like, that's fine. I'm just about the whole like 30 years later, like street cred. That's
Okay.
like that. Like, no, they didn't make. And look, the problem is with that. At this point in the game, if you don't already have the hits, you know what I mean? They're not going to start cranking out hits now. They're resting on their laurels because we're all old now. They're only getting together to play because the people that cared will come see them again because there's a revenue stream there to be tapped into. So that goes entirely opposed to street cred. Because street cred was all about doing it for the art and not wanting to sell out and all the stuff. And
Fuck.
So I'm not
so
saying
annoying. Touche.
Yeah. So when I say, one hit and no hooks, I'm not talking about that I don't love that band, that I wasn't totally mesmerized by them, because I was just like everybody else. I'm just saying, if you're going to throw out street cred, it's like too late for that. That ship sailed like 35 years ago.
Did you ever get into the Refused?
On tour a couple times with the fellas, but not. Not in any. Would you guys just shut up? Not you guys.
No, I know.
I'm gonna throw this.
Yeah, no, I know.
Yeah, I mean, and that was that same thing where like they put out like one record or two records and then broke up, and then 10 years later.
It's the raddest story. Yeah, it was like 15 or 20.
Where are they from? They're
Sweden.
Like Swedish.
Yeah.
Only Swedish guys do shit like that,
dude. And like, well, yeah, they put out this record, the Shape of Punk to Come, but it's like around 97, and so that's like the height of like Limp Bizkit. It was like the rap metal thing. So like they make a fucking post-punk, almost like half noise, half perfect riff
masterpiece.
Of like, the first lyrics is are, "I've got a bone to pick with capitalism." It's like, it's fucking awesome. Yeah. But they end up, there's a rad documentary about it called The Refused Are Fucking Dead. But they end up on this tour in America finally, and it's just the shittiest tour ever. Their last show, look at that little baby. The last show gets broken up by the police. Like they don't even get to finish it, and they just break
it. And not the band.
No, yeah. I feel like it was in Alabama, but I'm stoned. So, it was like the worst. And they're just like, fuck everything. People, well, I don't know how they were feeling at the time, but point being, bands and like that's how it was introduced to me, is like people would be like, have you heard this album? And they just fucking hand it to you. And you listen to it and you're like, oh my God. And if you like that kind of music, you're like showing everyone else, like, have you ever heard the Refused? Like, it's like, and it just word of mouth passed around for years and grew and grew and grew. And then 15 years later, they're headlining Coachella.
Yeah.
And they're still on a fucking world tour. It's been like 6 years. I saw them. I got to go to that show, and it was like being baptized. It was like I got punched in the face by this huge redhead Viking on accident, like, because everyone's just freaking out, and he like picked me up off the ground. He was like the Rock big, like I was like, we're hugging each other afterwards. It was the best day ever.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
you saw him at Coachella?
No, I saw him at the Showbox Soto.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
What year was that?
2000. Fuck, I want to say 16, but it could be wrong.
Right.
Could be earlier.
Yeah, because they hadn't. Because
like
in 2008 or 9, that's when I was kind of got turned on to them, and they hadn't come back yet.
I feel like it was 2012. Yeah.
All right, my tea's gone. Perfect timing.
Okay, it is perfect timing. Oh,